All right, so these are the J Winter cases here. These are, of course, available both in tenor and base size. We have, of course, the glossy black in the tenor right now, and the silver in kind of the pebble finish for the base right now. So again, a couple advantages with these cases right off the bat. So these are full fiberglass cases. They are, just actually took them out to our scale and weighed them here. The tenor case is 8 pounds and the base case is 9 pounds. And what's really nice about these is that they are fairly compact, as far as cases go. Certainly there are some advantages from some of the carbon fiber cases such as the Marcus Bona and Basili and others, but as far as, price point compared to protection and weight goes, these are a really, really nice option here. And so, of course, they are built to have backpack straps included on them, so you can throw it right on your back, which is a really, really nice option here. And I'm going to take and open up here the cases so you can see what's going on inside of them. So another advantage with these is they do have, the tenor case has 4 latches and the bass case actually has 5 latches on it to make sure that we're really keeping the instrument nice and close so we won't have any issues with that at all. All right, so we can see inside the case here, so we've got first off, a nice protected area here for the bell. And this is one of the areas that really gives us the best protection with this. Of course, we know that some of the biggest damage that happens to a bell is that when it's moving around inside the case here. So by having this contoured interior here, it helps to really keep things fairly well secured. So then we have this pouch here that the rest of the bell section sits on, and we do have a couple pads here that we can move around, kind of give ourselves exactly the amount of protection that we want to have. And then we can see in here we've got the slide compartment here. So here we do have a pouch like so that holds part of the slide, as I'll show you just in a minute, and then of course the other side goes right in just like so here. I'm going to open up the base case as well so you can see what this looks like with an instrument on hand here. All right, perfect. So we've got the bass right inside here. This is the Eastman 848 bass trombone, in case you were interested in that. So we can see how the instrument fits in here. We've got the bell really nice protected. It does have some nice thick padding here, but at the same time, our contoured padding here is actually giving us a lot of hold protection, so it's really sitting in place there. So we can see how the valve section sits in like so. One of the things I have noticed that depending on your exact setup, there can be a little bit of difference with exactly how the bell sits inside the case, in particular on some of the bigger valve sections. So as you can see here, it is a little bit compressed against the sides, not a huge issue, but it is a very, very tight fit. I've also noticed, for example, on the tenor cases that some of the bigger valve sections, such as the axial flow section, sometimes sit a little bit high, and it'll actually kind of compress into our slide compartment here, but it's certainly not causing any damage. There's enough room for everything in there. Then, of course, we can see how the slide fits in just like so. You can see our pocket for the mouthpiece receiver for the tenon here, so make sure that we're not impacting the bell at all. Good. In both these cases too, then they of course have self-closing storage compartments as well. They do have locks on a couple of the latches as well here. So especially for the price, again, these can be a really, really nice option. One of the things I will say, the finish does have a little bit of tendency to chip and crack over time, especially gets a little scratches and everything. So it's not necessarily going to keep its beautiful glossy appearance throughout the entire life of the case, but again, can be a really, really nice option. And especially in terms of weight and affordability. They are typically smaller, especially the tenor case. I've known a lot of folks who have been able to fly with them, get them into overheads without a lot of trouble. The bass case, of course, is a little bit different issue, so we always have to worry about that. But anyway, just a quick overview of the Eastman J. Winter fiberglass cases here.